Okay, so this isn't exactly a chapel, it's the city museum. But let's be honest, this isn't your typical bridal party. It's filled with women and men of all ages and races. And each bridesmaid, or bridesman, is dressed in their own style, each one unique and prettier than the next.
I haven't worn it before. I actually had to borrow it from a friend.
So what would possess Earl and scores of others to spend the morning of Valentine's Day in old bridesmaids' dresses? Well, there's a wedding, of course, but there's also a record to be broken. The Guinness Book of World Records for the most bridesmaids. Meet Fred Brown, prospective groom, and Laura Tolley, the bride-to-be. It is with their wedding they hope to smash the current bridesmaids record, something Fred didn't necessarily realize he was getting himself into when he popped the question.
I had envisioned something small and personal, and I neglected to verbalize that right off the bat.
When I first looked into it about a year ago, you go online, Guinness Book of World Records and stuff, the record was 28, and it was made in 2002.
And just, you know, watching Channel 9 or whatever and nodding my head and going, yeah, that's nice. Not knowing it would turn into whatever the hell it is now.
And what it's turned into, well, that's hard to explain. Upon reviewing the Guinness website again, Laura realized the scope of her wedding had just gotten a whole lot bigger.
Trying to break a record coming up right here on Fox 2 News in the morning.
A couple weeks ago, maybe about 2 months ago or so, back online to just check, make sure, and they suggest you do this. So they say the current record is 79.
So basically, Laura needs 80 bridesmaids, yes, 80, to beat the current record. So what exactly does that mean? 80 women in matching dresses? Well, Laura thinks she can get around that. And in order to understand her rationalization, you must get to know Laura.
Okay, I figured nobody would go for white. What with having a 13-year-old as my maid of honor and him having a 17-year-old as his best man.
Laura works at the City Museum. If you've been there, she's probably told you hello as you came in. She's also a recycled art artist, so recycling is the theme of her wedding, and she's determined to make Guinness see it her way.
We're going with the recycled thing. It's being held at City Museum, which is a recycled museum. I'm a recycled art artist. This is both of our second marriages. And a couple years back when there was an exhibit at the museum, we married the city to the county. And and I made a movie for them called, Of Course You Can Wear It Again. And it was all about bridesmaids wearing their dresses again, because, you know, you're told you can wear them again. So I laid it all out to him. I told him that I was afraid of compromising my integrity. It sounded good.
I must also add that Laura is a member of the Bridesmaids Brigade, a group she describes as a civic organization that conducts voter registration drives wearing, what else? Bridesmaids dresses. Because after all, you can wear it again. Now, some of the criteria set by Guinness are easy. You must have a marriage license. It has to be a legal wedding. Laura believes having her bridesmaids recycle their dresses is fitting of her personality. But even if they do break the record for number of bridesmaids, Fred and Laura have no idea whether or not Guinness will accept their accomplishment.
No, we don't. I've written to them, and they say it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get a response back from them. As I said before on these other questions, they were back to me in like 2 or 3 days. I'm thinking because we've got all this bridesmaid stuff that they're kind of waiting to see what we submit, background material and stuff like that.
Even so, the challenge is on. Calling all bridesmaids.
It's a lot of buttonhole and total strangers on the street, really.
Actually, everybody that we talk to about it gets so excited and wants to be involved in it that really it doesn't seem to be a problem.
Yeah, you mention it to anyone and they're, oh, I want to be part of that.
To help things along, Laura has done some advertising. She sent out emails, placed ads in the paper, and hung posters. But she's also counting on her bridesmaids to come through for her in the end.
We've also been soliciting people in the museum itself, so every time I book a group here, I let them know about the opportunity to come put on a bridesmaid's dress again.
The countdown is on. The wedding is in 30 minutes, and she's 20 people short, but she still has time.
What are we doing here?
Just needed to let them know who you are.
Are you nervous?
No. What do you think, yes?
It's hard to tell. Is she nervous about the wedding or about breaking the record? Either way, Laura's parents are just happy she's getting married.
My parents are just like, okay.
They wanted to get married and get on his dental plan. That's about it. That's whatever it takes.
This is really great. Fred's a great guy. He has a good dental plan. We couldn't be happier.
Now, are you nervous that you're not going to have enough bridesmaids, or is that a concern for you?
That is, I have to admit, I've gone up to the desk where everybody's checking in, and I have asked about 5 times how many people we have now.
As the wedding party gathered for the official Guinness photograph, the final count came in. 103 bridesmaids, 13 of them men.
I know. I didn't think I even knew this many people. Obviously, I don't either. Half of them at least.
F is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love. Is all that I can give.
So with the record at least unofficially broken, Fred and Laura are free to do what they really came for, to live happily ever after.
I now pronounce you husband and wife, and you may now kiss the bride.